ذكرياتي في تل الوفاء دعائي إلى الله قدير.
CQDX, CQDX. This is Havana calling. CQDX, CQDX, CQDX. This is Radio Havana calling all shortwave listeners and radio amateurs. Welcome to DXers Unlimited, Radio Havana's weekly feature dedicated to the fascinating world of radio communications.
Hola amigos radio aficionados, I am Arnie Coro, Radio Amateur CO2KK, Charlie Oscar 2 Kilo in phonetics, bringing to you the weekend edition of DXers Unlimited, and here is our first news item. The International Lighthouse and Lightship event took place this weekend on 18th and 19th, and several Cuban amateur radio stations are participating using the special prefix T4, Tango 4. For your information, the International Lighthouse and Lightship Weekend is one of the largest yearly operating events in the amateur radio calendar, with more than 400 lighthouse and lightship activations in 40 different countries around the world, and tens of thousands of amateur stations wanting to work them all. By the way, this year is the 25th anniversary of that event from which it all began. The very first Northern Light Weekend was organized in 1993 by the AYR Amateur Radio Group, with activity from just 10 lighthouses in Scotland and the Isle of Man. You're listening to the weekend edition of DXers Unlimited, coming to you when solar activity is at extremely low level. Although a single solitary small sunspot broke the sequence of days without sunspot. That was a long one indeed. Experts explained to me that the small active region is not expected to produce powerful solar flares, and it's also expected to fade out soon. The present summer season of the Northern Hemisphere has brought a rather normal sporadic layer activity, with several good days when transatlantic contacts were possible on the 6 meters amateur band. More information about high-frequency propagation conditions at the end of the show, when you will receive the latest Arnie Coro's high-frequency, low-band VHF propagation update. Answering another question from the DXers Unlimited listeners. They all want to learn more about Trans-Equatorial Propagation Season, also known by its acronym TEP. Well, amigos, TEP is a propagation event that sometimes even makes possible 2 meters band contact between Caribbean nations and Brazil, Argentina, Chile, Bolivia, Uruguay, and Paraguay, while using low-power 2 meter band stations and simple antennas. Well, I must say that the TEP, the Trans-Equatorial Propagation openings here in Cuba, are not as good as those enjoyed by my amateur radio friends in Trinidad and Tobago, St. Lucia, Barbados, and Puerto Rico. Here, the band openings start usually around 20 hours UTC after September, and the peak months are March and September, coinciding with the spring and autumn equinoctial periods, and are at a minimum during the summer solstice. I usually monitor 6 meters Hotel 110, where experienced operations call for UDX 50.1110. Sometimes you can even tell from where the signals are coming from by listening to the operator's voices. For example,
ويهنئ الجميع بالإطمئنان الذي تنعم به بلادنا الغالية بحكمة جلالتكم المعروفة.
Those signals from the far end of South America well into the USA and Mexico, and sometimes on special occasions as far away as Canada. If you are an amateur radio operator, you can make very nice two-way contact while running low power and a very simple 2 to 3 element jacket or a cubic quad antenna that can be easily built at home and without expending a lot of money, as readily available material are used. Again, for those of you radio amateurs that live in the southern United States and in southern Mexico and Central America, September will very probably bring in many trans-equatorial propagation events that will open up on the 10 and 6 meter bands during your local afternoon and also early evening hours. Although I must say I have made contact with Chile and Argentinian stations on 6 meters well past midnight by my local time here in Havana.
إلى فخامة الرئيس نانا عطاء رئيس جمهورية غانا في وفاة السيد عنان الأمين العام السابق للأمم المتحدة. أعرب جلالته من خلالها عن خالص تعازيه وصالح مواساته لفخامته والشعب الغني الصديق وأسرة الفقيد. كما بعث حضرة صاحب الجلالة السلطان خالد بن سعيد المعظم حفظه الله ورعاه برقية تهنئة إلى فخامة الرئيس الدكتور يانوش آلي رئيس المجر بمناسبة العيد الوطني لبلاد. أعرب جلالة السلطان المعظم من خلالها عن أطيب التهاني وأصدق التمنيات لفخامته وللشعب المجري اليسر. حصاد اليوم الإخباري لا يزال مستمرا معكم مستمعينا الكرام من إذاعة سلطنة عمان. هذا تذكير بالعناوين. جلالة السلطان المعظم القائد الأعلى حفظه الله ورعاه يتقبل فيصدر عفوه الثاني الخاص عن مجموعة من نزلاء السجن المدانين في قضايا مختلفة. جلالة السلطان المعظم حفظه الله ورعاه يتلقى مزيدا من بقية التهاني بمناسبة عيد الأضحى المبارك. حجاج بيت الله الحرام يقضون يوم التروية في مشعر من استعدادا للوقوف على صعيد عرفات الطاهر أغدا الاثنين. وثيقة الجيش السلطاني العماني تحقق العسكر الأول على مستوى العالم في المشاة والانضباط بالمسابقات العالمية باسكتلندا. إسرائيل ترفض خطة للأمم المتحدة تطالب بزيادة المساعدات الإنسانية للفلسطينيين وإرسال معاونين دوليين إلى الأراضي المحتلة. حياكم الله. توافد أكثر من 2 مليون حاج إلى مشعر منى لقضاء يوم التربية. ويقضي الحجاج ليلة 9 من ذي الحجة في مخيم منى، وهي ليلة التربية في تلاوة